The way I see it, hard times are only about money, or drought, or dust. Hard times are about losing spirit and hope, and what happens when dreams dry up. Out of the Dust takes place somewhere in the panhandle of Oklahoma from January 1934 to December 1935. The story is about Billie Jo, a 14-year-old girl who wants only to play the piano, and her struggle through the Dust Bowl/Great Depression. As the story progresses, the struggle becomes not about the dust or the poverty, but about questioning who she is and finding hope. At the beginning of this book, Billie Jo isn't shallow so much as there's not much to her. She wants to play piano and leave her problems behind her. But as she encounters tragedy after tragedy, she learns who she is and how to overcome grief and hopelessness. By the end of this story, we see a strong young woman who has faced so much. Foreshadowing is a very common element throughout the book. From the very beginning, when Billie Jo learns that her best friend is moving to California, she writes, "I am wondering what kind of friend I am, wanting my feet on that road to another place instead of Livy's." This is foreshadowing that Billie Jo will eventually run away into the hardships that everyone is facing. A bit further into the book, she says, "Here's the way I figure it. My place in the world is at the piano." This is foreshadowing that even though she gives up in her piano, she will play again. There are many examples of symbolism in this book as well, including Ma's apple trees, Daddy's pond, and Billie Jo's hands. Ma's apple trees symbolize mother. When she was pregnant, the apple tree had fruits beginning to grow. When she was burnt, the fruits were eaten by grasshoppers. And when Ma died, the apple trees were never brought up again. Daddy's pond symbolized his hope and determination. Hope that there would be enough rain to fill a 6 by 40 by 60 feet pond with rain, and his determination to dig a hole that size. Billie Jo's hands represent her. She is injured both mentally and physically after the fire. Her hands keep her from playing the piano when she, in reality, is just not ready yet. She allows the doctor to look at her hands only when she herself opens up, and her hands heal as she heals inside. In conclusion, Out of the Dust is a great story about always having hope. Hope throughout the hopelessness, death, and despair. It teaches us to never give up hope, just as Billie Jo did. Put in a hopeless situation, she rose above it. It may have taken her quite a while, but eventually she got better. This experience through devastation left her stronger, and that's something that everyone could learn from. I'll close with another quote from the novel. "And I know now that all the time I was trying to get out of the dust, the fact is, what I am because of the dust. And what I am is good enough, even for me."